Welcome to the series, which is God's messages through books. So, the universe is talking to you all the time. If you are available, all the time you can get so many messages from the universe, which can direct you on this path. So, one such medium through which universe speaks to us is through books, and I'm going to cover books which have impacted my life positively. So the first book I'm going to cover today is Lockdown Lessons by Riaz Mulla. So I'll read out one chapter from this book and I'll share my thoughts, what I think about it. This is day 26, The Real Self, and the name is You Are Enough. Why should I get something in return? When I expect something in return, I create my first source of misery. The expectation is from something outside me, and I have no control on anything outside me. When I have so little control on anything inside me, the flower in the wild blossoms not because it expects someone to appreciate or even to become useful in any way. It blossoms because that is its nature. To expect, may even assume that I am being of help to anyone is to nurture my ego, to cultivate my identity, and with every identity comes limitation. Can we be what we are just because that is how we are? And if someone finds a use for that, thank God for it. Many of flowers blossom and wither, unused, unappreciated, unnoticed. When we drop our need to be useful, appreciated, noticed, we become natural like the flower. So be, because that is how you are. Be to the full capability that you can, and let the world decide what to do with it. Your existence is enough for your bliss. So wonderful. So this book has many such wonderful lessons, and every time when I read this, I get a new perception to self-reflect. Like what I just think about this chapter I just read. I feel that lot of things in our life, what we are doing, is because we are expected to do, maybe from the society, maybe from our own family, or maybe because we think that we can become something or get something if we do such things. But this chapter from this book, Lockdown Lessons, by a good friend Riaz, put me in this self-reflection. If I get nothing in return to what I'm working, if I don't get a salary, would I still work in the same company? If I don't get enough love, would I still choose to love the same person? Or if my friends are not there with me when I really need them, would it still I'll be continuing the friendship with them? So there are a lot of things, there are a lot of labels which I feel that this book has helped me to understand and self-reflect what I'm doing with my life. And some of the answers which I get is I'm into healing, reading people, conducting retreats, helping people to understand their repressed emotions, identify and heal that. And I strongly feel if I don't get money in return, I would still do it. I don't know how I'm going to manage it, but that gives me a sense of satisfaction that I am being of some use to the people around me, and most of the time the people who are absolutely strangers for me. I write books. If I don't get appreciated for what I have written, I would still write it. I would still put my thoughts out there because I feel that what I write is not me, it is coming through me. Like this book is not by Riaz, I feel it's through Riaz. And that is how I'm going to cover the books which I feel it's through some people the God is trying to communicate with us. And if we closely understand what is written, so we can explore the meaning which is related to our life. So I feel that if I don't get money for helping people, I would still do it. If I don't appreciate it by for writing my things, I would still do it. If tomorrow the girl I love, for some reason she is not the same person, I would still love her. If tomorrow my daughter doesn't appreciate what I've done for her, I would still love her. So this is the time wherein you need to ask yourself that what are you doing in your life? Would you still continue if you don't get money against it, or if you don't get appreciation? Because I come from a corporate background and I've seen how people are mostly motivated by money or recognition. But maybe this is the time that you need to ask yourself that whatever you are doing in life, if we think from this point of view that if you're working in some company, you are making some contribution in some way, in some department, would you appreciate that contribution, or you want people to appreciate you, to give you money to do that? If you are doing some work which is helping people, is the help coming from the real self? Is the help coming from just because you are getting something out of it? I completely understand that money is important. But some things in life are beyond money. There are few things which you can't compare that with money. Love, helping people, the work you do. This chapter has taught me that in case if I am at a position wherein I don't love my job or I don't have a great relationships, still there's a part in me which is filled with bliss, like an example of the flower is given here. It's filled with bliss, and we are doing everything in life except exploring that side in us which is full of bliss. And when we include blissfulness in all our work, in all our relationships, and that blissfulness is not coming from outside of us, It is coming from inside of us. And when it starts to happen that way, when you feel bliss, irrespective of not being appreciated or not paid enough, and you're just feeling bliss because of this wonderful life, the wonderful opportunity, the wonderful people around, slowly and gradually things start to change. I see a lot of people who are so ungrateful about what they have, and they always complain about what they want to achieve in life, or all about all the colleagues, jealous colleagues, or maybe some people are like that, always thinking about their failures. So maybe sometimes this is the time, as you see this video, take some time out with yourself and ask yourself, are you doing this something which makes you happy? Are you happy with what you get? Are you happy with your relationships? Are you happy with your life in general? And if not, maybe this is the time that you need to self-reflect and understand and explore that the things which makes you happy. And when you go in the path, when you choose the path that makes you happy, I'm telling you from my own experience that God takes care of you, the universe takes care of you. Because these desires which you get in your life, in your heart, it's not your desires, you're just a tool. There's some higher power which wants to live through you and experience that some desire which you're getting it. And it has arranged everything, every person, every opportunity in the path. And when you walk that path, your family, your money, everything is taken care by it. I was working in a corporate job and I was very happy with it. I just left it one day. It's been years. I don't know. People ask me why, I don't know. I just followed my path. I just got a message to leave the job without telling me what next I have to do in life. I started a company, I continued my writing, I started reading people, and I don't know how it happened. And now I'm traveling all over and doing retreats. I have so many friends all over India. I have so many people from abroad calling me and asking for help. I don't know from where it is coming, but I think universe is joining the dots. I don't say that I don't have problems, but the blissfulness in my life is so much that these problems are just few things I have to tackle, that's it. And when I read this book, it reassured my faith. And this book has lovely chapters which will help you to find your path. Maybe to self-reflect and ask yourself what you are doing with your life. In few years, when you are retired, all these things which matters to you right now will not matter at all. Will not matter at all. It is just that you'll be more concerned about your health, your family. I have realized that why I have to wait for my retirement, why can't I retire early? And I've chosen this path to help people. And I'm so happy and so grateful that the universe who has asked me to do that is taking care of me very well. I'm very happy in my life, and I bless you. I wish whoever is watching this video should be filled with abundance of peace, happiness. And I strongly recommend you read this book, Lockdown Lessons. The link is in the description. You can buy it from the Amazon. Right now it's on discount. Read it, and I hope that it will impact your life positively as it has done to me as well. Thank you very much. My greetings to God inside you.